In the grand, complex tapestry of human history, there are threads of extraordinary ingenuity, woven not for creation, but for destruction. These are the tools of conflict, instruments of power so profound they have shaped the very course of our civilization. From the silent, shadowy hunters of the sky to the earth-shattering titans that sleep in hidden silos, it is a world often shrouded in secrecy, filled with marvels of engineering. Today, we shall pull back the curtain on this hidden world. My name is Albert, and welcome to Unknown Facts. Before we begin, if you enjoy this exploration, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. I'd be most grateful. Our story begins not with a whisper, but with a roar that dwarfed all others. Officially, the RDS-220 hydrogen bomb. Its detonation in 1961 over Novaya Zemlya was the single most powerful man-made explosion, a cataclysmic event that sent a shockwave around the planet not once, but 3 times. Its mushroom cloud reached into the mesosphere, 7 times the height of Mount Everest. But here lies a truly astonishing fact. The bomb tested produced a yield of over 50 megatons, but it was a deliberately weakened version of the original design. This single change reduced potential fallout by an estimated 97%. The pilots who dropped it had only a 50% chance of survival. The Tsar Bomba was more than a weapon. It was a statement. It represents a chilling paradox, a weapon built never to be used. From the ultimate strategic weapon, we now turn our gaze to the tactical realm. The GBU-43B Massive Ordnance Air Blast, more commonly known as the mother of all bombs. It is the most powerful conventional, non-nuclear weapon ever used by the United States military. It is, in essence, a thermobaric weapon. Upon detonation, it disperses a fine mist of explosive aerosol into the air, which then ignites. This creates a sustained high-temperature blast wave. It penetrates caves, tunnels, deep bunkers, places where traditional bombs might merely scratch the surface. Its true genius lies in its psychological impact. Deployed from a C-130 cargo ramp and GPS-guided, its aim is often as much to unnerve as to destroy. It is a calculated instrument of fear. We now move from the colossal to the personal. The Avtomat Kalashnikova model, 1947, the AK-47. We know it for its reliability, its simplicity of use, its ruggedness. By some estimates, over 100 million Kalashnikov-type rifles exist today. Roughly 1 rifle for every 70 people on Earth. This spread was driven by Soviet Cold War policy, schematics and manufacturing rights freely given to allies, encouraging local production. Its impact is deeply cultural. The AK-47 even appears on Mozambique's national flag. It has been a tool of liberation, oppression, state armies, and tragically of child soldiers. In the air, dominance is achieved not through brute force, but through an almost supernatural ability to see without being seen. Speed, agility. Its most profound capability is sensor fusion, radar, electronic warfare receivers, infrared search and track, all combined into a single coherent picture. It identifies friendly aircraft. It identifies enemy aircraft. It can even share this unified picture with older aircraft, acting as a quarterback for the aerial fleet. Now we descend into the silent, crushing depths of the ocean. Here patrols the ballistic missile submarine and the weapon, the UGM-133A Trident II D5. Each missile can carry multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, MIRVs. Surprisingly, the missile uses a cold launch. A gas generator ejects the missile like a cork. Only once clear does the rocket ignite, keeping the submarine hidden. Guided by inertial systems updated by stellar navigation, Trident warheads strike within a few hundred feet. To the cutting edge, the electromagnetic railgun. An immense pulse of current through 2 rails creates a Lorentz force that launches a metal slug at astonishing speed. Where naval guns launch at around Mach 3, railguns aim for Mach 6 or 7, over 2 kilometers per second. At those velocities, kinetic energy itself penetrates concrete and armor, like a meteor strike, weaponized. Railgun rounds are simple metal slugs, smaller, cheaper, safer to store. A ship's magazine becomes limited mainly by electrical generation, not bulky explosive shells. Challenges remain: colossal currents and rail erosion with each shot, but the potential is undeniable. In modern conflict, the battlefield is no longer confined to a physical space. an unblinking eye in the sky that can watch, wait, and strike. A curious fact, operations are often split. The pilot in Nevada, the sensor operator elsewhere, analysts on another continent. A globally distributed weapon system. Its greatest weapon is persistence. The Predator can stay airborne for over 24 hours, watching a compound or tracking a vehicle day and night. This creates a strange, disembodied form of warfare. Decisions are separated by oceans from consequences. Back to Earth, the main battle tank. In the West, the undisputed king is the M1 Abrams. 70 tons of armor and a 120 mm smoothbore cannon designed to dominate. But the real surprise, the Abrams uses a Honeywell AGT 1500 gas turbine, more like a helicopter or jet engine than a diesel tank motor. It's a multi-fuel engine, diesel, marine diesel, gasoline, jet fuel, even, theoretically, high-proof alcohol. That flexibility is a huge logistical advantage. The downside, prodigious fuel consumption and a large thermal signature. But the turbine also powers advanced fire control, sensors, and comms. The turbine is both the muscle and the nervous system of this armored juggernaut. There are weapons that travel in a simple arc, and then there are those that think. The Tomahawk land attack missile is a long-range, all-weather subsonic cruise missile. It flies low, hugs terrain to evade radar, using GPS, inertial navigation, and Tercom terrain contour matching. The Block 4. Tomahawk adds a two-way satellite data link. Missiles can be retasked in flight, aborted, or used as scouts, loitering munitions that transmit live imagery. Commanders can see what the missile sees, confirm targets, assess collateral risk, and then give the final attack order. From a weapon that costs over $1 million, we turn to one that fits in the hand. When it first appeared in the early 1980s, it was dubbed a plastic gun, feared to be invisible to metal detectors. A myth quickly debunked. Gaston Glock was not a firearms designer, but a polymer engineer. He treated the pistol as a blank slate, focusing on simplicity, reliability, and mass production. The result? A pistol with only 34 component parts, easier to produce and maintain than competitors. Some weapons become cultural icons. The Uzi is one. Uzi El Gal wrapped the bolt around the barrel, a telescoping bolt, allowing a much shorter weapon without sacrificing barrel length. The magazine inside the pistol grip created perfect balance, ideal for close quarters. One prototype was buried in desert sand for days, dug up caked with sand, and fired its entire magazine flawlessly. It armed over 90 countries and was Israel's major arms export for years. And then there is the B-2 Spirit, an aircraft designed to be invisible. Its flying wing shape deflects radar. Its skin uses radar-absorbent materials. A surprising stealth feature, a contrail sensor and classified exhaust treatment prevent formation of visible contrails, keeping it visually undetectable. On early missions over Serbia, B-2S flew 30-hour round trips with multiple aerial refuelings, entering defended airspace undetected. We leap back. The ballista, the Roman sniper. Powered by torsion skeins of twisted sinew or hair, it stored huge energy. Not a simple bow, but a sophisticated machine. Roman texts provide precise ratios and adjustable sights. Scorpiones were used like sniper rifles to pick off officers at hundreds of yards. The Davy Crockett, the atomic bazooka. A recoilless launcher firing a tiny sub-kiloton warhead, M388, the smallest U.S. nuclear weapon, deployable by a three-man crew. Shocking fact, its lethal radiation radius could exceed its range. Crews often risked exposing themselves. Finally, hypersonic missiles. Speed plus maneuverability. They glide at Mach 5+, maneuver unpredictably, and can be dual-capable, conventional or nuclear, creating terrifying ambiguity for early warning systems. A reflection on power. Thank you for joining me on this exploration into unknown facts. If this journey captured your curiosity, please subscribe and like. It helps us bring these stories to light. Until next time, stay curious.